Hey everyone. So recently I have been reading this book named Power versus Force, and that book had a big impact on my life. And the reason for that is I have been able to discover that why I have been fluctuating at only few stages of my life, why I'm not able to grow. And I was also able to realize that when I had the biggest jumps of my life, what was the reason for that? Because when you really improve on your life, there are lots of things that you don't know. Everything happens so fast that you're not able to just realize that what happened, what was your mental state, what was your emotional state, and everything in life is related to your emotional state, your level of consciousness. And if you talk about the level of consciousness, you need to at least jump into one particular level to achieve good things in life. So I'll jump onto my screen and tell you what exactly I'm meaning through this. So if you see my screen, and I'll tell you my story with that. So in the second and third year of my college life, I was into grief and apathy. I was literally emotionless over things because I was really struggling with my college life. I was really struggling with my emotional life, the love life, the personal life, the studies, career, everything. And that started building fear in me when I was in the fourth year of my college, and I was really anxious about each and everything. I was not able to have good conversations with people, and because of that I started building this emotional state that I need to read some books, which led me to the desire of changing my life, of having all the things that they have in my life too. And that started building anger in me, and I started hating my current life, the situation I was in, which led to building pride in me that there's a lot of shit things that these people have been doing with their lives and they don't know what to do. And that was the state that I was in. And then comes one part of your life when you don't want to be in your situation. You are literally fed up of each and everything, and you want to take your life into your hands, and you take that one decision of courage, of that one kind of decision that no one has ever thought that you would take that, and you affirm that you're going to change your life for good. And then another state that came into my life was neutrality, where I started building that trust that I'll be able to build this agency. Although I was not able to earn a single penny in my 6 months of entrepreneurship, the first 6 months, but I started building trust in myself that no matter what, I'm going to change my life. And then you start being optimistic about each and everything, and you start having that willingness level of consciousness, and the level is 310. So I have been fluctuating between these levels, and there have been times where I dropped down to fear and desire again in 2020, and then I dropped down to this level in 2023 in the beginning of the year, where I was in deep fear of losing my things, my people, my work, my savings. It starts building trust, that desire in you when you crave for the stuff, when you crave for the people in life. So I'll tell you how you can do this. So I'll just tell you what are the things in the level of this consciousness. So this is the name of the level, the things that you have. And then the energy log. This is the energy log that you need to cover up. And these are the things that have been proven. And Dr. David Hawkins is one of the best people. I mean, he is in top 3, if not the top, right? What's your emotional state at that stage, and what are your views on life? Like, suppose if you are in shame, you are miserable. If you have courage, you are feasible. What's the God view of the things, and what's the process? Like, suppose if a person is in the shame level of consciousness, he wants to eliminate himself from the world. Now I'll tell you how you can improve your life, how you can make your life better. So first of all, you need to see where are you stuck at. And if you really be honest with yourself, and if you don't be honest, you can think that I'm on the acceptance level, or I'm on the willingness level. Guys, I'm telling you, I have worked on myself a lot. I have been doing meditation from past 5 years. I have been working on my business. I have been on monk mode. I have struggled in my life. I believe that I have not moved past this level, like the willingness level. I have not moved to 350 level of energy log. So you have to be real with yourself. And suppose if you are in a state of grief, The next stage is always fear. It's not desire. Do not try to jump from grief to desire. You'll never succeed in life. Just try to move one step at a time. Once you are into the desire, in the fear, then move to desire, and then move to anger, and then move to pride. And this should be your state. And I'll remind you that you need to move 200 level at least, because this is kind of a zero level of the consciousness, right? The basic standard. So just work on yourself and try not to move into these four, because the life gets very difficult, and I have been in these states. Hopefully, and by the grace of God, I have not moved to guilt and shame. I might have once, but I was surrounded by some of the good people, and I'm really thankful to that. They helped me move to this stage, which was totally unknowingly. Now, guys, you know how to proceed with your life, so you shouldn't be facing any problem. The things are difficult, right? But still, if you take your life into your hands, I think you can achieve anything. And I'll just give you an example. This is one of the examples that I have read from the book. This is not coming up from me. So the author talks about the colonial rule in India, the British rule. The consciousness of Britishers was less than 175, and the level of consciousness of Mahatma Gandhi was around 700, which is on the enlightenment stage. And that was the reason he was able to be influential to all the people in India, and that helped him to gather the forces which got India independence. I'm not saying that Mahatma Gandhi was the only leader, right? If there were 100 leaders in India, there were 10,000 Britishers who were ruling them. So the level of consciousness of all the leaders have been around 700, and all the spiritual gurus too. And I'm just telling you that you do not need to go to 700. You can, if you're really good at that, you can move beyond 700. But to make life workable, just move to 200. Take one step at a time. And once you move at 200, you can just have at 250. You can build that neutrality in yourself. So this is how you should be progressing in life. And I feel that this video should be really helpful to you, because it really helped me a lot. And I feel that if you take your life into your hands, and if you just work on your level of consciousness, you can achieve massive things in life. And I'm going to just put the link of this poster in the description, so that you can just take a print of it and you can just paste it on the front wall, so that every time that you are struggling with something, you know that what's the next step.